In this game, we'll see Washington going up against Albuquerque. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. So let's take a look at the starters for Albuquerque. We've got Rodman. Rafer Alston is out there with Drexler. Then it's Williams. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, down low. And for the Wizards, they've got Beasley. Also Green out there. And it's Oladipo in at the 2. Now here's Beasley. To the middle. Here's Francis. He's covered by Alston. Sweetney, the pass to Green. Rebound by Albuquerque. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on Project Big Man, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. And you have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Here's Francis following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Can't hit that one. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Albuquerque. Drexler outside. Francis grabs the board. To the paint, here's Beasley. Oh.
And when Oladipo makes passes like that, his team kicks into a whole new gear offensively.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Now Alston, and there's the drive. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. Outside,
Green. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. On the wing, Williams, covered by Beasley. Williams kicks to Rodman. Here's Alston. Rebound, Washington.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And that one's good, Francis.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Albuquerque with the possession. Here's Drexler. Alston on top. From deep, Rodman. The shot's good. Alston making the play.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Beasley with a clean look, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Washington trailing. Oladipo outside. Here's Francis. He's covered by Alston. 2 points. That one goes.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
The kick out to Williams. Rodman sets the screen for Williams. No good on the 3. Here's Francis. Nice ball movement by Washington. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Rodman sets the screen for Drexler. Takes it off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
54 seconds left to play here in the first. And it's Drexler with the ball for Albuquerque. Dunk by Drexler.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
41 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Francis. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Here's Drexler, and the layup's good off the glass. Drexler's got 8 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Beasley against Williams. And here's Beasley. He's got 7. Shot clock at 5. Over Williams. And that one is good by Beasley. 9 points in the game so far.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Clyde Drexler has been the guy making things happen for Albuquerque. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Lewis is out there with Jarrett Jack. Then there's Beasley. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Ferry in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Michael Beasley.
And Beasley drops both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Williams finds Smith. On the jam by J.R. Smith.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Washington trails by 6. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Here's Jack following the score by Albuquerque. Beasley. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Here's White. Pass to McAdoo. Over Hart. Albuquerque keeps it going. A new shot clock. Williams kicks to Smith. Here's McAdoo. And now in transition is Jack. Here we go. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Jeff Green is checked in for Washington. Oladipo comes in for Lewis.
For your home team.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Outside, Green. Oladipo taking his time here. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Michael Beasley. Shooting 1.
Free throw drops in for Beasley. Albuquerque leading by 5. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Rodman sets the screen for White. That three off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Beasley. 14 points for him. Hart with the screen for Beasley. 6 to shoot. Jack finds Green. Off target from three-point range. And Albuquerque with the possession. Leading by 5. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
Rodman taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Rodman. Some changes for Albuquerque. Bam Adebayo's checked in for McAdoo. Miller comes in for Jalen Williams. And it's Drexler in for Smith. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Some changes for Albuquerque. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Rodman. And Rafer Alston is subbed in for White. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Back to Hart. Here's Francis. Five to shoot. An easy 2 points on the layup. Francis has got 6 points.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Alston with the ball. Now Green defending. Yep, that one goes. And Albuquerque leads by 7.
Great work by Boozer on that play. A textbook pick and roll.
Outside Williams. 1:35 left in the first half of basketball. Francis, another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Miller inside. He's against Williams. Shots good by Miller.
And sometimes defenses forget how tall Miller is. He uses that 6'8" frame so well inside.
Now here's Williams. Still without a basket. On its way from Oladipo for 2. And the rebound goes to Boozer. Albuquerque leading by 7. Here's Miller. It's stolen by Oladipo. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Williams can't hit. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big bam.
36 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside, Green. Here he goes. Out of bounds. It'll be Albuquerque's ball.
Now into the lineup for your home team. Sweet name.
30 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Drexler. Boozer passes to Alston. Fires the 3. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
A pretty crafty player. Boozer finds chances to set others up from time to time. Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And so it's Albuquerque enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Michael Beasley, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Now, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Albuquerque leading by 12. Enzo in the game for Albuquerque. Bam Adebayo is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then there's Rafer Alston. Then it's Drexler. And it's Miller in at the small forward position.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Rodman kicks to Alston. Here's Drexler. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Drexler's got the lead up to 14 now for Albuquerque. Pass to Beasley. Over Miller. No good from Beasley.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Drexler scanning the floor. Sinks the triple. Drexler's got 5 points in the quarter.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Beasley, the pass to Francis. Here's Sweetney. He's routed by Adebayo.
And Bam aptly describes Adebayo's defensive impact. He packs a punch in there.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's Oladipo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Clyde Drexler.
Oladipo, a good free throw shooter, so well served to seek out contact and get to the line.
Oladipo hits them both. Albuquerque leading by 15. Rodman outside. Miller outside. Fires for three. Rebound by the Wizards. And it's Beasley in the corner. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Sweetney. Rodman covering. And that one is stuffed right through.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. And Clyde Drexler gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Albuquerque on D. 17 points was their biggest margin. There's the steal.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Outside, Green. And Beasley now atop the key. Pass to Sweetney. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Green. The rebound by Drexler. And it's Drexler with the ball for Albuquerque. 15-point game. And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Adebayo's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Here's Beasley. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
And Miller throws it down hard.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
1:21 left to play in the third. Here's Beasley. The kick out to Oladipo. Knocks down the 3-ball. Oladipo's got 5 points in the quarter.
Some confidence from Victor Oladipo, and why not? He's got the green light in this offense.
Drexler passes to Alston. From outside the arc. Rebound, Washington. Here's Francis. He's got 10. Beasley outside. And Mike Miller gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Lewis checked in for Jeff Green. Albuquerque making some changes. Williams comes in for Miller. And it's Alex Caruso in for Drexler. Beasley for 3. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 out of 12 now.
Oh, that was a nice find by Francis. He spots a wide open man and hits him in rhythm.
Here's Adebayo. Goes back up. It's deflected. Lewis against Williams. Beasley with 19 points in the game. And the lead is down inside single digits. Beasley's got 21 in the game.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
For the 3. The shot comes out, and so it's Albuquerque in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Green is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Jack. And it's Lewis in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Shot clock at 3. And no good. Good D by Williams. Albuquerque leading by 9. The shot's good. Alston making the play. Alston's got his 8th assist in the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the Wizards now. And Jack kicks to Green. Back to Jack. Pass to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Near the 3-point line, it's Lewis. Off target from the wing. Caruso against Oladipo. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. Now Caruso. Puts up a 3. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He knows every possession is critical now. Big group substitution here for Albuquerque. McAdoo is checked in for Boozer. Julius Randle comes in for Jalen Williams. Smith checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's White in for Rafer Alston. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. I was able to catch what Brian Keefe told his team during that break. Now, his tone was pretty serious. He said, you guys need to prove you're in this. No one else can do it for you. Time to pour on the gas. We'll see if that fire gets lit, guys.
Thank you, David.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Sweetney. The Wizards with another miss. And Randle has got the ball here for Albuquerque. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Nice shot by Smith.
JR may be leaking out just a little bit, but has a strong sense of where to run to get the score.
Here's Cassell. Pass to Sweetney. Here's Ferry. Here's Cassell. They set the pick to end the run. It's rebounded by Nader.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Three-pointer, Randle. A three-pointer is right on target. Randle's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Driving to the basket. Kept alive. McAdoo, the pass to Nader. And here's Drexler outside. And again, Albuquerque with a triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
There's the pick. Here's Francis. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And Albuquerque with the possession. Right now on a 14-0 run. Here's Nader. And here's Drexler outside. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that. Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Here's Oladipo. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
First one falls for him.
Shooting for the away team, JoJo White.
And both free throws good for White. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Green. Beasley for three. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And in nailing the three there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by Albuquerque.
Here's White. Pass to Nader. And they recover it. The three from Drexler buries the long-range jumper.
How about the... range on that jump shot. I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Beasley outside. From downtown. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through